way and all the places that you could take me. Why you so shy? You got me going wild. 'Cause I've been saying that you got it, baby, give it to me. See my lightning, you gonna feel my thunder. Show me how you do it, come on baby, say it louder. Got you on my mind now, let me see your style. I'm on my way tonight. Oh, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I think about you, you. 'Cause I think about what I think about you. I wanted to make you see that you were the one for me, but there was enough 'cause you're up and down and then everything's the same. Baby, how do I make you listen? Don't wanna be through 'cause I wanna put you, baby, you and me tonight. Don't need to behave, gonna take me away, baby. Do one more time. And the thought of you drives me crazy. You don't need to worry, 'cause you know that you got me. Cause I think about you, you. Cause I think about what I think about you. Cause I think about you. Hey, cause I think about what I think about you. I feel you on the edge of my life. Driving a perfect wedge straight into my mind. Come out from under all these indecisions. Oh, make room for somebody else. Circling the edge, way up high. Don't know if I'll ever have a useful alibi. Gone too far to stop. Yeah, I tried. Flying, crashing, looking for a perfect suicide. Circling the drinking and smoking yourself. Don't even wanna try. Make room for somebody else. Oh, I just wanna hide out from under all these indecisions. Oh, make room for somebody else. Circling the edge, way up high. Don't know if I'll ever have a useful
to escape. When you're walking on the moon, chase your happy place. Will change your groove when you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance again, that I've never been, that I've never been, that I've never, ever, never, ever, never been.
Walking on the moon.
Well, never to escape. When you're walking on the moon.
Walking on the moon.
5 seconds remaining, ball on the blue side. It's not gonna happen. STMC Gold take the grand final.
Because with live sport cancelled and footy fields deserted, there's never been a better time to be a gamer.
Second attempt, but no boost to fall through. He's trying desperately to get another touch, but he just cannot get there. And with 5 seconds remaining, that could have been the last attempt. Colt's gonna get one more goal in. And STMC Gold take game number 1 with that goal right there. Granted, we still
Playing online games in a school uniform is now the next big thing.
He is now in a position. The C4 comes out, melts out. Lightning can't get the follow-up frag.
This is the world of esports, aka sporting comps played via online games.
It's just like any other sport.
Get elite real-world performance for your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors. If you're looking to game, create, live stream, or stay productive, 10th Gen Intel Core processors deliver an optimal balance of frequency, cores, and threads to handle real-world usages. Get enthusiast-level performance with an Intel Core i9 processor, up to 5.3 GHz clock speed for peak gaming performance and content creation workloads. Or for competitive gameplay and content creation, choose an Intel Core i7 with up to 5.1 GHz clock speed to handle your demanding applications. The Intel Core i5 processor with up to 4.8 GHz gives you a seamless AAA gaming and entertainment experience. And with up to 4.6 GHz clock speed, the Intel Core i3 is a great fit for everyday tasks and productivity. If you're looking to push your system even further, get additional performance headroom with unlocked 10th Gen Intel Core processors, supported by Intel's advanced overclocking controls. Bring elite, real-world performance to your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors.
Afternoon, everybody out there. Welcome to week 7 of XP's HSL Rocket League Season 3. It's the Queensland State competition as we had 8 schools enter to participate, and today we're going to knock that 8 down to 4. Now, we have a general idea of who those 4 teams are going to be. 3 of them have already secured a playoff spot, but as I'm going to discuss very shortly, there is still one more position up for grabs, and the performance today, in fact, the performance of this first game could determine who that goes to. Yet, before we get too deep into it, I would like to throw a heartfelt thank you to the sponsors of this event, starting, of course, with the one that's always right behind me, and I don't mean on that media wall. No, the chair that I'm sitting on, of course, ZQ Racing. Can I tilt my head? Yeah, you can see it right there. There's the ZQ Racing. They are also on the media wall as well. ZQ Racing, obviously fantastic chairs, super comfortable, a long-time sponsor of this event. As you can see, they got that internal steel frame for the durability, the adjustable armrests, and the full 180 recline in case you ever want to take a nap, and the neck and lumbar pillows, to help give your back and neck the support it needs, especially if you're out there gaming, long days. It's good to have your back protected. Back injuries will creep up on you, and they're painful. They're not fun. So by all means, check these guys out. You can see them online or in store. Many ways to pay. So a big thank you to ZQ Racing. Furthermore, a thank you as well to the Computer Alliance. I mean, they have so many different products that they help sort of donate and help provide the equipment here that we use to watch and spectate all the games, record all of them. We wouldn't be able to run the operation that we do without the help of one Computer Alliance. I'm going to do a quick little count right now of how many monitors I actually see in front of me. There's 3 that I use when casting. There's one there, and there, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's easily over 30. I'm just going to say it right now. I'll come back to you with an official number in between games because I'm going to count it up. I'm actually curious, but that's neither there nor here. First, we got to get into our matches. That's what we're here to watch, and let's take a look at the teams participating before we get too deep into it. As I mentioned, there were 8 teams participating. Today, we go down to 4. 3 of them are already in. Marsden Makos being one of them, Chisholm Maroon being another, and the Lakers Legends down in that bottom right-hand corner is that third. Chisholm Green, they're also along here with their sister team. STMC fighting for that 4th spot against Chisholm Green, as well as the Maryborough Marauders. And Forest Lake and Somerset Spartans, yes, they're still here. Yes, they're still competing, but today will be their last day as they have been mathematically eliminated. As we can take a look at those standings, you can sort of get a better idea of what I'm talking about right now. It's all about that fight for the top 4. And STMC, they're sitting 6-6 at this stage. That means they just need to win 1 game, and they are going to be playing against one of those 2 teams that are chasing in the Marauders. Following that, STMC has their next match against Somerset Spartans, the team that is still looking to find their first victory. They could be playing spoiler if this opening game doesn't go their way. Here is our schedule for the day. I believe, we're just going to be doing Maryborough Marauders versus STMC. Following that, it is the Maryborough Marauders actually against Chisholm Green, I believe. As Somerset, I was told, was against STMC. So we'll get back to you on that one. Being presented 2 lines of information right there, but hopefully we'll figure it out. The important thing is our first game is going to be the Maryborough Marauders versus STMC. That is this important match because if STMC win it, they secure that 4th place spot. They are in, and these players are keen to get to it. They're already jumping onto the pitch. I think we're going to go straight into the action on to Mansfield. On the blue side, it will be the Maryborough Marauders. In orange, it will be St. Thomas More College. STMC playing for that big final spot as we take a look at all the players lining in. Here we go. For the Maryborough Marauders side, you have P the Legend, as well as Ghost Knight and Trey Trend. Meanwhile, for STMC, you're looking at Myth Eye, It's Lemon Juice, and UTG. We've seen these guys play a fair bit last week, and now they're coming at it yet again as able to clear that ball up the field. Lemon Juice looks for that pass back, trying to find Myth Eye. Plays it to the corner. Lemon Juice goes for the next touch, but a triple commit on defense actually works out in the favor of the Maryborough Marauders. Now they're looking to get their own attack set up. Now for Maryborough, they've got to win 2 games if they want to secure their spot into that top 4, as well as get a little bit of help from Somerset in our next rounds. They still have that chance. Chisholm Green, the other team that's chasing, they're currently playing against Chisholm Maroon. They'll need to beat their sister team, which is already qualified for the top 4, yet that team, likely they're playing for seeding, as realistically, coming in first place could mean an easier trip to the final. So that's the big goal. That's where they're going to be looking at as 1 minute into our opening game. This is a best of 5 and no goal scored. Back and forth affair right now. Each team has established some offensive pressure but haven't been able to close out a goal just yet. Each side actually relatively quick to start rotating back. It looks like finally we're seeing a little bit more from STMC on their attack. They're playing a little further forward. They're getting some odd touches. Nice read out of the corner. Leads into a defensive pass. Clears it back to the middle of the field, and that is a defensive mishap. An opportunity perhaps for Maryborough, but they're not going to connect this time. And now Lemon Juice straight up the middle. Shots on target, but saved by P the Legend. Now, as you may have noticed, I am casting this solo, which means if you want to get your own sort of say and word in, feel free to type what you want in that Twitch chat. I do have it open. I will, be relying on you to give me that big brain analysis because it's not going to come from my small brain. That is for sure Trey Trends. Clear up the middle. Ghost Knight looking to read it from underneath. Defense keeps it high, though, and off that backboard, UTG now looks to play off that wall, yet P, the Legend, is already there. Goes for a double touch. And for a team that's currently, chasing that top 4, you wouldn't expect them to go for double touches like that, but it just shows how the skill on this competition has gotten stronger and stronger with each passing season. There's a nice pass back to P the Legend, looking to go across the middle. Mythai there to shut it down. Holds it in place, waiting to push it forward, and that's a strike, and that's going to be the open goal coming from Mythai, who plays a bit of defense and offense to get the first goal of the series. You can see right there, shutting play down the middle of the field, and then absolutely is able to drive that thing into the net. 92 kilometers per hour. Great shot, great opening goal. And this is exactly what STMC is hoping for. Again, a win here means they go to that top 4. They play next week and has a chance to win it all. For the Maryborough Marauders, it is a do-or-die series, and UTG is looking to do. Lemon Juice now forced to shut down the counterattack in the middle of the field. Gets the pass over to Mythai, who tries to follow it through. P the Legend clears it across the middle of the pitch. UTG puts it up. Mythai off the backboard, going for that redirect. Doesn't find it this time. That is such a difficult shot to pull off. I like the confidence, though, coming out of this STMC side. They're not afraid to go for it, but here comes the punish, perhaps. Ghost Knight keeps it a little bit too high and then loses control of his car off of that post. Counterattack opportunity. Another goal here could be absolutely devastating for Maryborough, who were going to be hoping to get that hot start. UTG waits middle of the field, forced to fall back into the corner. Ooh, double commit with Mythai. They tried to get that pinch, don't find it. Lemon Juice sitting in the box, sitting in the goal, does press out, and will clear to the opposite end of the field. P the Legend looks to read off the backboard, gets a touch underneath, shot not there. No follow through either. A minute 25 still to go. Mythai makes the read, throws it back towards the middle of the pitch. P the Legend will read it and cut it off. Looking to follow it through from up above is UTG, trying to connect to Mythai, who actually gets that touch over the top of Trey Trends. Now will play off the backboard. Lemon Juice is there, an opening, and the net cannot find that goal, which could have sealed this second game. A minute and 5 still to go. Mythai touches it forward, but Trey Trends shuts it down. Follow through comes from Lemon Juice, but P the Legend actually misses. Ball in the corner. Trey Trends tries to make the read, loses control of the car, gets a late touch, but Lemon Juice reads it and puts it in the goal. 2-0 lead right now in favor of STMC, who have come to dominate, it appears. So much offensive pressure throughout this game right now. I would say it's about like a 75-25% split. In fact, we can even hit tab right now and sort of see that shot differential 5-2 in favor of this orange side. Still time left on the clock, however, and a quick goal could be really devastating if Maryborough Marauders are able to find it, but they are running out of time. Great defensive effort coming out of STMC, saves the goal for now, and with time working against this blue side, I don't know if they're going to bring an opening, though, to get a goal right here, a double commit. Trey Trents wasn't able to get to that ball fast enough. He had the best shot on it, and that could be the end of game number 1. Only 20 seconds remaining. As we see a nice little touch from Mythai. Ball's going to bounce towards that net. Off of that backward. UTG looking to make the read. Looking to commit. Finds that opening. Takes that shot. And it is not going to go in. That's all right. With 7 seconds to go, that is going to be the last kind of gasp of defense, I feel, from the Maryborough Marauders, at least in this opening game. Clock will hit 0 as soon as the ball touches the ground. And STMC, starting their march to a top 4 finish, gets a very comfortable 2-0 game victory in our first of the series now. Still plenty of time left for Maryborough to bounce back, but they're going to have to find a way to get more, I think, a more sustained attack on offense. It feels like when they press forward, they get one shot in and then immediately retreat back on defense. They're not really staying committed to the attack. They're very fearful of that counterattack, and that's understandable. We've sort of seen what Mythi can do with a little bit of space, so you've always got to have that at the back of your mind. Unfortunately, though, they're not getting enough attacking pressure off of that first man forward, so maybe cheating someone off. I would recommend going kind of like a 1-1-1. You push one person forward, keep one person back to stop that counterattack, but don't be afraid to have someone more middle of the pitch right now, and they're able to like sort of press forward at that moment's notice and maybe get a bit more sustain on these attacks. At the moment, UTG, though, may have found an opening, looking for that double. Not going to find it this time, as instead it was a bit of a waterfall setup. Lemon Juice pass off the backboard, but Mythi will shut it down. Ball now in the corner. Mythi puts it up. Mythi looks to follow it through. Gets that second touch. It's off the crossbar. There comes the shot. Again off the crossbar, as a couple missed opportunities right there at the start of game number 2. Very, very fortunate for the Marymount Marauders that they're not down already, but they're not out of danger as Mythi does it again. The pass to himself turns into a goal, and that is the 1-0 lead going to STMC. Now, hello, one Miss Wombat's Pew, our wonderful Twitch admin. As we move on to 4:20 to go in our second game, Mythi again pressing forward, looking for that next touch. Doesn't win out on the 50-50 with the initial play, and that means the defense will hold on. Oh, or will they? Awkward sort of pass right there. Not able to commit to it. Now again off that backboard, P the Legend will throw it down. I have to admit, actually, I am a little bit impressed with some of the backboard reads coming out of the Marymount Marauders. That is one aspect of their defense that does seem to have improved throughout this season. They're able to get those backboard touches at times. Good to see. Still want to see them a bit more on offense, and we might get that opportunity now. Ghost Knights goes for the bump, but no one was pressing forward for that ball. Now we get to see Trey Trends try to help out Ghost Knights. 2 attackers on this play. There's the third member, but not going to find it. Trey Trends did rotate all the way back, but didn't get the corner boost, and that's interesting. That's very interesting. I feel like that could have been grabbed. That's all right, though. An open net for Ghost Knight means our game will be tied up at 1 apiece. And I want to figure out what happened to this defense right here. It looks as if, yeah, both other members of STMC had pressed forward to steal boost, expecting UTG to win that 50. He does not, and that turns into a goal going the other way. Now, still 3:23 left in this one. Plenty of time on the clock. So we wait to see where this one's going to go. Currently on the blue side of the pitch. Pass back to the middle, and that's UTG there. Absolutely drilling that shot in. 2-1 lead in favor of STMC. 109 kilometers per hour. Absolutely drilled that one. Fantastic shot. As we look to continue right now, 2-1 goal lead in favor of St. Thomas More. Again, winning this series means they are in. UTG. Oh, gets that perfect touch right there. You can see a nice little dunk. Oh, that's gotta feel bad. Oh, it's for the defense right there. They don't even know what exactly went down. That shot was a thing of beauty, and now P the Legend is angry. That's off that kickoff, try to get something going. Instead, it winds up in possession of STMC. 3 minutes left in our second game. If they hold on to this 2-goal lead, as they were able to do so before, they're going to be going on to match and top 4 point. And it looks like they're going to keep adding to this one, a 4-1 lead, the 3-goal differential, as UTG, who was surprisingly silent actually in game number 1, has seemed to have become unleashed right now. I believe that was the hat trick for UTG. Just going to double check on that real quick. Yes, it was. So UTG off to the start that they were hoping to see in game number 1. It's all right. You can do it in game 2. Nice little clear attempt coming out from the Maryborough side. Will be caught by UTG, who's going to take that ball up to the roof. Has the boost to follow it through, but can't make contact with the ball. Underneath, Mythi won't be able to find that shot yet. Lemon Juice still will hold down the middle of the pitch. Ball continues to slowly roll. Mythi gets 1 touch, does not get the second initially. Lemon Juice, however, will puts it up, looking to make the read off the backboard, perhaps is Mythai, but won't be able to get there. UTG will, and that's a 5-1 lead for STMC, who are now running away with this second game, and in turn, one could say they're running away with the series as well. Devastating start. Rinkaroo in that chat right now showing STMC that support, and for good reason. I think Rinkaroo knows what's at stake for this team. See that play back out of the corner. Mythai is there, tries to push it across, but the attacking pressure will come through. Trey Trends can't make that initial read. Instead, it'll be Lemon Juice going for that defensive clear. One defender there. It's P the Legend versus the world. Ball does get played off the backboard. Don't see that shot just yet. In fact, instead, it's actually going the other way, and maybe an opportunity for P the Legend. Needs to press forward, but instead holds down middle of the pitch. That's all three attackers on the left side of the field, yet none of them are able to find that strike, so leads to a short-lived counterattack. All up for grabs right now. Mythai gets a demo. Still a minute 30 left to go. 4-goal difference, and starting to feel like this one might be over, especially if Mythai can find the shot. Lemon Juice instead pushed it a little bit too far to the corner. Mythai wasn't able to get that read. Ball's water falling right in a dangerous spot. UTG goes for the spike. Doesn't quite put it on target. 70 seconds and another shot, this time from Mythai. Going to be saved by P the Legend, who looks to clear it back that other way. Gets the boost, gets up on the wall now. Tries to take it to the corner, but UTG is there and waiting. Now comes that counterattack. Lemon Juice throws it back down to Mythai, who will push it up into the corner. P the Legend makes a slow, but not quite a stop. It buys enough time for Trey Trents to follow it through. Ball across the middle of the field. Here comes Ghost Knight. Gets one touch, does not get the second. As we move to our final 45. P the Legend puts one off that backboard in front of the goal. Someone's got to take the shot. Someone's got to push it in. And no one is there. Clear back the other way. P the Legend makes the read. Ball is kept up. Mythai with the touch, with the shot, but save made by P the Legend yet again. 30 seconds to go. There is not enough time for the comeback in this one, and that's going to be STMC going 2-0 over the top of the Maryborough Marauders. One game away from a top 4 finish. One game away for getting to play one more week, what will be the final week of the High School Rocket League in 2020. And it looks as if Maryborough Marauders are keen to secure their spot. Ball bouncing in front of the goal. UTG can't read it, but Mythai can. 0-second goal. Actually gets accredited to Trey Trents because that is an own goal. But it was a very nice looking one right there. As we see that again, just absolutely tapped right on in Mythai. You know, everyone feels good about that. You have to assume that one was intentional. Okay, so Maryborough Marauders, they got a couple goals in this time. They were willing to get a little bit more aggressive on offense. That was good. Yes, it came at the cost, though, of some goals scored back. I mean, and even then, when you sort of compare games 1 and 2, Maryborough Marauders actually took less shots in the second game than the first game, but they were just smarter shots, smarter opportunities. Yet it still found up at the expense of the defense almost, and that was just largely credited to UTG kind of, I think, getting warmed up and now playing to their own strengths. And unfortunately for Maryborough, unfortunately for Maryborough, if they cannot find a way to keep UTG back on that defensive half, almost playing as that third man, it's going to be that much more difficult for them. Now, we are kicking off. This is game number 3. STMC, do or die right now. If they can get this win, they're in that top 4. They're safe. They get to play one more day. Who they play against, well, that's going to be determined, I suppose. Honestly, it could be determined by that final round. I'm seeing the Lakers Legends are going to be playing Marsden Bakos, and that's probably going to be the decider for who gets first place in the round-robin stage. But that's our next game, not what's in front of us. What's in front of us is a shot by Trey Trends, who can't put it in, and now UTG on the counterattack does spot P the Legend and instead corners it, looks to pass it to himself. Defense patient, does hold on. 40 seconds into this one as Lemon Juice puts another one towards the net. P the Legend will clear it through to safety, but look how far forward this STMC side is playing. They are not giving Maryborough any chance to find those defensive clear. Shot pushed high, follow throughs there from UTG. It's a slow bouncer into the net. P the Legend doesn't make the read, and it's a 1-0 lead for UTG and Co. St. Thomas More out in front. That could be the go-ahead goal. That could be the one that puts STMC into our grand final weekend. Ball into the corner. UTG is there. Looks to clear it up the field. Caught by P the Legend as UTG looks to make that read. Still playing it through the corner. Caught by the defense initially, but not for long. Lemon Juice gets that ball up along the wall now themselves. Looking to go for a bit of an air dribble. Takes it all the way to the backward shot from underneath. Not there. 35 seconds to go. Light tap, follow through. Oh, Mythai has boost to play with, but doesn't like the angle. Instead passes back to UTG. Shot off the crossbar and in. A 2-goal lead now for SDMC on their campaign to greatness. Watching it again, UTG just able to find that picturesque touch. Wasn't the most powerful shot, but it was accurate and placed where it needed to be, and that is why you see the 2-0 lead for STMC. Still a lot of time left in this third game, but Maryborough, they haven't shown me that consistent offense that makes me think that they can come back in this one. As Lemon Juice does get it off that backboard. UTG there, keeping it up high. Lemon Juice tries to follow it through, but has forced to stay a little bit too far underneath. Now, open net in front of Ghost Knight, drives it forward, but it's going to be saved by Mythai, who does go for that next touch. Doesn't find it just yet. UTG from underneath looks to pass it back. Lemon Juice waiting. Doesn't make contact yet. Double commit. And now UTG will look to play off that wall from underneath. Doesn't make that touch. Here comes Lemon Juice. Swings. Lemon Juice misses. Ball bouncing in the box off that backboard. There's UTG waiting. Who will take it to that opposite end. P the Legend. Throwing it back, but from up above, that's a nice clear forward. Played off the backboard. No one there to strike. Halfway through this third and potential final game in our opening series of the afternoon. Lemon Juice gets it again off that backboard, but it's too high for the defense to do much, but too high for the offense as well. Again, ball in front of the net. No one there to strike. Lemon Juice going to have to play through that corner, playing off that wall, driving it closer to the net. Gets the second touch, but doesn't put it on target. 2:12 left to play. Trey Trends clear across the middle. UTG there, pops it up, looks to chase from underneath, swings and misses. Ball still slowly bouncing. Trey Trends doesn't make the save. UTG gets a hat trick with 2:02 to go, and I think that is going to be the one that nails it for sure. St. Thomas More College, 3 goals up, 2 minutes to play, top 4 spot, all but guaranteed. As we continue along, Trey Trends gonna have to try and play something off that backboard. Too slow on the play. Mythai is there, just puts it on target. And things go from bad for worse for the Maryborough Marauders. This was a must-win series for them, and unfortunately, it doesn't look as if they're going to be able to bounce back from this one, bar some sort of miracle. I've seen crazier things. 4 goals under 2 minutes. Can the Maryborough Marauders pull it through? Here we go. Ball in the air. Mythai doesn't like that read. In fact, no one's committing for it. Instead, it'll be Ghost Knight from underneath. Can only take it so far. Now it's going to be cleared back across the middle. UTG swings and misses, looking for some semblance of a bump. It says sort of a pass back. UTG is able to catch it off of that side wall. Trey Trends shuts it down, but the ball's still in a dangerous spot. And UTG is looking to strike. Doesn't quite find the angle on that one. 90 seconds left. 4-0 lead. Trey Trends trying to cut into that lead, but is shut down by Lemon Juice, playing as third man. Now, back on defense. Maryborough Marauders need to create some semblance of attack. They need to get that ball past the middle of the field, yet they can't get it past UTG, who, again, is just playing absolutely phenomenally so far in this series. Ghost Knight, nice pinch, actually, does get it above Lemon Juice. UTG doesn't make the backboard read. Trey Trends fakes the shot. Instead, it comes from P the Legend. That's going to go in, and we're not done yet. Maryborough Marauders back in this, as you can see right here, that fake from Trey Trends, the bump from Ghost Knight as well. Everything well played with that attack, and that was sort of the offense I wanted to see from Maryborough Marauders. Everyone played a part to make that goal happen. Fantastic stuff. I just worry it's a little bit too little too late. As we continue with this one, ball off that backboard. So we're looking to see a bit of a follow through right here. From underneath, it's UTG. Tries to clear it across the middle of the field. P the Legend doesn't make that initial read. Instead, that's Ghost Knight looking for it, but won't be able to get there in time. Still, 35 seconds left to play. Ball bounces in the air, looking to fall in front of the net, but it won't slip in. Trey Trends with the touch, but not with the goal. Mythai, what is going on with Mythai right now? Hold on. I kind of saw Mythai just kind of staying back, acting as third man right now to make sure nothing absolutely crazy happens, except he's on that opposite end. I think he was looking for another one of those backward shots. Lemon Juice, though, instead gets that clear shot and through. 5-1. This game is done. STMC are going to be the team winning today. They are getting in that top 4 position, and they will be advancing all the way to our final weekend of play. And I mean, we knew that 4th spot was going to be a challenge. There were times when STMC actually have been out there and competing with some of the best teams in this tournament. So I would have been a little bit shocked had they not actually qualified, but the chance was still there for the Merry Marauders. They took it to the last day, but alas, that victory, it secures it. We know our top 4 teams now. It's going to be STMC, Chisholm Maroon, it's going to be the Lakos Legends, and it's going to be the Marsden Makos. They are going to be the 4 teams playing next week, so a big heartfelt congratulations to them. A big heartfelt congratulations for STMC. And for the Maryborough Marauders, well, they did fall short today. They won't be advancing next week, but they still have that chance to sort of finish on a high. They're going to be playing against Chisholm Green next, I believe, in a battle for 5th place. You know, sort of that close but no cigar award. It's going to be what I'm calling it. And I think that has potential actually to be a really exciting game. So much so, that's going to be our game next on stream. So do not go too far. More XP Esports Rocket League when we return. See you then.
Enter into a new dimension of gaming and push your PC to the extreme with uncompromised graphics performance. So compact you have to see it to believe it. The way you play will never be the same.
Your happy place. It will keep your groove. When you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is
It's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I.
Enter into a new dimension of gaming and unlock your gaming experience. Powerful and portable, with uncompromised graphics performance. The way you play will never be the same.
Welcome back to XP Esports and our presentation of the HSL Rocket League Season 3 final day of round robin play. And we have our top 4 teams, where they're going to be positioned. Well, we sort of have to wait till the end of the day to figure out who is going where. What we do know is STMC did secure that 4th spot. So the other 3 teams, Marsden Makos, Chisholm Maroon, as well as the Lakers Legends, they're currently vying for that number 1 spot. They're playing at the moment, but that's not where our eyes are going to be focused for our final game of regular season play. Instead, we're looking at that lower half of the ladder. Last chance for these 2 teams to make their mark and finish on a high. Winner of this game secures 5th place overall. It's going to be the Maryborough Marauders versus Chisholm Green. Now, Chisholm Green coming into this after a very disappointing loss, I feel like, against their sister team in Chisholm Maroon. It went all 5 games, but they wound up getting reverse swept. Definitely not what they were looking for. They're going to have to bounce back against a Maryborough Marauders team who actually almost could have brought it entirely back. They were that last team that could have secured that 4th place spot away from STMC, but they fell short 3-0 in the series we saw earlier today. So now that just leaves us with this game for 5th place between the Maryborough Marauders and Chisholm Green. It's going to be a fun series. This could be one that actually goes the distance, considering both these teams are coming into this equal standings on the table right now. Chance to really make it happen. So it's going to be an interesting one. It could be a longer one. I'm ready to kick this off. As soon as the players are as well, they will jump onto the pitch and we will be on our way. Take a closer look at that Maryborough Marauder logo as well as the Chisholm Green one. 2 very different logos, no matter what way you look at that. It's still going to be a fun game, I believe, as it looks like Chisholm Green are jumping in. Maryborough Marauders should be jumping in now as well. Here we go. It will be Maryborough on the blue side to go with their blue logo. Chisholm Green will be in orange, green and orange, close to green and red, almost Christmas colors. And I'm trying to make something from that. As we take a look at the lineups for these teams on the Maryborough Marauders, you have P the Legend, Ghost Knight, as well as Trey Trends, who we saw earlier today. Meanwhile, for Chisholm Green is BTP Cruz, Gummy Bear, as well as Clumsy. So, going to be an exciting match regardless. First shot not taken just yet, but perhaps a chance for the Chisholm Green side as BTP Cruz gets it to the corner. Now Gummy Bear will try to follow it through. Next touch. Can't quite get it off of that wall as Trey Trends finds a nice clear up the middle. Looking to follow it up as well. Ball sails over his head. Going to be read by Clumsy. Takes it back that other way. P the Legend shuts it down middle of the field. BTP Cruz is there, but ooh, losing momentum. Trying to almost look like he went for a wave dash on the wall. Wasn't able to pull that one off, and now Gummy Bear will shut down middle of the field. Wave dash, by the way, it's a technique to sort of get max speed by almost flipping your car into the ground. It's a little bit hard to explain in this situation. If I had more time, if there's less action, I could go into more details. Clumsy, though, wants to bring our eyes back to the pitch as he takes that shot. Doesn't find the goal. Still plenty of time left. Under 4 minutes to go. Trey Trends tries to pass it back to Ghost Knight, but the defense makes the read. Looks for the counterattack. Clumsy puts it on target, but no power behind it. Means no goal scored just yet. Follow through by Trey Trents is actually designed to clear it out to himself. Next member needs to step forward, but Ghost Knight can't get there. Trey Trents doesn't like to read. P the Legend does. Ball out of the corner. P the Legend shuts it down. Tried to dribble it towards the net, but won't find that goal. 90 seconds into our game, and still a 0-0 affair. Low-scoring match thus far, as both teams giving the opponents a lot of space and also quick to turn around. I like that bump attempt. It does get BTP Cruz off balance. Yet Ghost Knight, again, not really far forward enough to take that shot. Ghost Knight's been a little far back, it feels like, for some of these setups. Yet at that same token, I don't want to be too critical of Ghost Knight as well. Had a chance right here, and that was an unfortunate miss. I felt like Ghost Knight had been playing a more traditional spot. It was just sort of the passes were a little bit too tight. That moment, though, that one was all on Ghost Knight. He needed to make the shot right there, just could not find it. And now we see a bit of a Chisholm attack. Gummy Bear trying to play middle of the field, watches that ball sail past him. Now we'll look to press forward. Solid touch on the ball into that corner where it's read by P the Legend. BTP Cruz not wanting to press forward and strike. Don't want to force a triple commit, yet realistically was in this best spot right there. Perhaps more offensive rotations needed for this Chisholm side as BTP does take that first shot, but will not hit its mark. Halfway through our first game, and still no goal opening for Chisholm, and that's going to be Clumsy, who will tap it in 1-0 in favor of the Chisholm Green side, as the defense had all three members to the left of their own goal. None of them able to make that read. 1-0 for Chisholm Green. Fantastic stuff coming from the Chisholm side, looking for that 5th place. Now, this is a team that frequently would finish top 8. They've made a few quarterfinals in their day, but haven't been able to get much further than then. I think a 5th place would be a strong result for Chisholm Green, one that they would be happy with. As BTP Cruz looks to push it across the middle. Read by Clumsy, who again looks to try to follow it forward. Gets that ball into the corner, looks for the next touch, isn't able to find it just yet. Ball now back into the middle of the field, swinging a miss from Gummy Bear, yet is able to recover and makes contact on that second. But here comes P the Legend. Absolutely drills that one towards the backboard, but BTP Cruz can make that read. Follow through by Clumsy underneath, gets the ball to the opposite corner. Trying to find that next touch, but shut down by P the Legend. Ball in the air. Gummy Bear there, swings, misses. Ball slowly bouncing towards the orange net. Ghost Knight from underneath keeps it up. BTP Cruz catches it. Now tries to follow through from underneath. Ball bounced around. Clumsy will get there. Gets it to the corner. Looks for that next shot, but doesn't find it. BTP Cruz trying to chase it. Ball will slowly roll in, courtesy of P the Legend. And we are tied 1 goal apiece. I did kind of suggest before that I feel like this one could go all 5 games, and game 1 definitely starting to sort of back me up on that theory, as we're tied 1-1 with 1:16 still left to play. Here we go. Next goal could win this game, and that puts your team out on such a strong foot forward. Ball bouncing around middle of the field. Awkward double commit. BTP Cruz looks to make that read. Falls it through from underneath. Gets a nice second touch. Looking for that third as well. Getting it up into that corner. Read by Trey Trends, but the fall through is there. from one Gummy Bear. Not quite enough to go into that net. Ball middle of the field right now. Challenge won by BTB Cruz. P the Legend pushing it forward, looking to make that read off that backward. P the Legend stays, waiting, shot taken, goal scored for the side of the Maryborough Marauders, and they take that 2-1 lead. Ghost Knight swings and misses, but in the process gets the bump onto Clumsy. That helps P the Legend put it through, and a 2-1 lead with 45 seconds left. Chisholm Green in a bit of dire straits right now. They're going to need to score some goals to bring this one back, and they go! Nearly going off the kickoff. Follow through, though, from Gummy Bear will go through. It takes 6 seconds for the game to once again become tied. This series is going to be a special one. I've been telling you guys that, and I'm standing by it. We are shaping up for what will be a very fun little series right here. Still 35 seconds left on the clock right now. Ghost Knight from underneath doesn't like the initial read. Leaves it for BTB Cruz to put it up underneath. Here comes that blue side ball rolling towards the net. Cruz taps that one in, and that is how you take a lead in just 17 seconds. 2 goals are scored after that awkward backwards pass right there. That is a massive lead for the side, for that orange team right now. Chisholm Green just need to hold on for another 25 seconds, and this one will be theirs. However, it doesn't look as if Maryborough is going to go down without that fight. Trey Trents looks for the bump, doesn't find it. Ball back to the middle of the field. P the Legend, that third member, needs a big touch right here. Needs to absolutely drive this thing. Instead, puts it to the middle. Another shot comes from Chisholm Green. Doesn't hit it. Smart triple commit on the attack, but time not in favor of this Maryborough side. They're not going to get that last chance on offense, and game number 1 will go to Chisholm Green. A nice late comeback right there. 2 goals in the final 45 seconds to take that lead away from Maryborough, and now they sit themselves in position to possibly, very, very possibly, get that 5th place. Again, it's only pride on the line for these teams right now. 5th place, though, something that you desperately would want to see as players jumping straight back into that action right now. No rest for the wicked as, oh, dude, a player from Maryborough actually jumped on the Chisholm side. That has been quickly fixed. However, yes, this is going to be an exciting game number 2 as, oh, can jump right into that spectate right there. Here we go, game number 2. Kicking off. If Chisholm Green get this, they will be 1 point away. Trey Trents not moving off that kickoff. I'm a little bit worried right now as he does seem to be having internet issues. BTB Cruz gets the goal, as that's not what you want to see right there. See BTB Cruz just absolutely drill that one in. Hopefully we do get Trey Trents back in this game. It does look like we will be playing on right now a 2v3 situation. As we see another shot come from the Chisholm Green side. Pass back to the middle. Clumsy there. Puts that ball up. Do we see the strike? Yes, we do. Ghost Knight bumped and taken out of the play. Clumsy should have the open net, but Ghost Knight able to recover. And that's going to be a big goal. So, well, big save, I should say. Still, it's a big goal for Chisholm Green right now as they are up. We're just hoping that Trey Trents can get back into this match, because if not, that's going to be pretty devastating. Clumsy gets another. And it is 2-0 right now for the Chisholm Green side. A 2v3 is always going to be tough, yet at that same time, Chisholm Green, they actually lost a 2v3 against Chisholm Maroons, so it does not mean you are safe and secure. 2v3s are winnable. It's just Ghost Knight and P the Legend are going to have to absolutely play their best Rocket League moving forward. They are on defense once more. P the Legend tries to play the backboard, swings, misses. Clumsy gets that light tap in. And that is 3 goals in 1 minute. Chisholm Green taking full advantage of the extra member they have on the pitch right now. And this is turning into a small disaster, it appears, for the Maryborough Marauders, unfortunately. Down 3 goals, down a member, down 1 game. It can only realistically just seemingly get worse from here, it feels like. As we see that little bit of the back and forth happening up above. Interesting situation right now. Player down the field. That's a big touch, a little bit of a larger demo. Perhaps that's what you can build around. See that pass up, Gummy Bear able to catch it. Trying to make the read from underneath, swings and misses. Next touch comes from P the Legend. Ghost Knight from underneath gets bumped off the play by Gummy Bear, and the defense challenge does hold out. So the flurry of offense has slowed down at this stage for Chisholm Green. They're not scoring quite as well as they did in that first minute of play, but they are back on this attack. Trey Trends, though, is back on the pitch just in time to miss the save, unfortunately. And that is now a 4-goal lead for Chisholm Green. Good shot by Gummy Bear right there. Will put it in. Okay. So Trey Trends is back. It's good to see him back on the field. Will he be able to make that comeback happen? We saw a comeback earlier today. That was a 1-goal comeback. A 4-goal comeback, that often does get proven to be a bit too much. Still, 3 minutes is a lot of time in a game like Rocket League. So we'll see what happens. Trey Trends actually goes for the shot, got the dunk, but just pushed it a little too high. Big demo from Gummy Bear on that back line. Means we won't see the follow through just yet. There's the pinch going up. P the Legend looks to make that read off the backboard. It almost turns into a strike, but not quite as Clumsy. Going up the field, gets the touch, follow through, shot off of that post, and not quite in. P the Legend had a chance for a breakaway that other way, but also wasn't able to quite get there in time. Now halfway through game number 2, P the Legend tries to press it forward, but doesn't get the next touch needed. Trey Trends, however, will bounce it over to that middle of the pitch. Ghost Knight's there, can't find an accurate shot. Clumsy able to rotate around, make that grab, falls it through from underneath, going to take it to the wall. P the Legend was able to steal the ball away from that corner, couldn't quite dribble it to safety. Now instead gets that pinch off the backboard, looking for that next touch, doesn't find it underneath. Shot taken by Clumsy, but couldn't make contact with the ball. A few swings and misses. Finally, Clumsy does get the pinch he was looking for, and that's going to be a 5-0 lead in favor of Chisholm Green. Kind of forced the own goal right there off of Trey Trents, and that is 2 goals that have bounced off of Trey Trents since his return to this game. A not so fun fact, I believe, if you are a fan of Maryborough Marauders in this one. Chisholm Green 5-0 up, marching their way to that 5th place. They still will have one more game that they will need to win at the conclusion of this one, but it does feel like this game will be theirs. A few swings and misses, a few more swings, a few more misses. Finally, Cruz. Let's get to that ball, looks for that next touch, bounces it back to the middle of the field. Nice tap out of the defense initially, but they're unable to follow it through as we hit 80 seconds to go. Clumsy from underneath, doesn't like that read. Cruz, however, does. It's off of that post. Someone's got to strike it. Someone's got to be there. BTB Cruz instead pushes it to that backward. Clumsy now. Whoa, feels backflip. Doesn't make contact with the ball. Will go that other way. Trey Trends swings. Trey Trends misses. BTB Cruz keeping it up. P the Legend shutting it down. That's going to go not quite into the net. As we see Trey Trends look to push it back that other way. Pinch up off of the roof from underneath. Trey Trends swings and misses. Ball now bouncing back to the middle of the field. Gummy Bear wants to make that read, but doesn't get there quite in time. Still 45 seconds. Still, P the Legend putting one on target. Ball is kept high from underneath. Someone's got to swing. Someone's got to commit. And yet no one finds that chance for the shot. 30 seconds to go, 5-goal difference. We're going to call game number 2 right about now. Chisholm Green will be up 2-0 in this series and 1 game away from going into 5th place. I was going to say like the 5 goals they scored, but Clumsy not satisfied. Will instead nearly find another, as there you see get tapped in right there. Big goal from Clumsy. I believe that is the hat trick and then some out of Clumsy. Yeah, that is the 4th goal from Clumsy in this second game. Kickoff as well goes towards the net. P the Legend makes the read, makes the save. As we look ahead right now, you do have to wonder what would have happened had Maryborough Marauders not really started off this second game on that back foot. Now they are in a reverse sweep situation. Always scary, always tough to come back from. 7-0 as BTP Cruz does get one more in regulation, as we see right here. P the Legend just had an unfortunate defensive read, leads to a double commit into the corner, leads to actually what turned into a bit of an own goal in that situation. 4 seconds left. Do we see the forced Brazil? I mean, It almost looked like Chisholm were willing to give it to him. That almost could have been the own goal, and we could have seen the Brazil scoreline. Instead, we go to game number 3 with a 2-0 lead in favor of Chisholm Green. Here we go. This is going to be a very, very, very interesting situation for Maryborough Marauders. It's hard to bounce back when you have internet issues and you get that disconnect. That's just kind of a rule of Rocket League. However, it is easier to bounce back sometimes when you're blown out, especially when you know you can compete. Game 1, Maryborough had that lead. They just lost it at the very, very end. Let's see what they can do in what might be their final game of the season. Chisholm Green, they can end it on a high, and they started with an absolute bang from BTB Cruz. Won't find it just yet. That's actually Maryborough who's looking for that start. I believe the teams look to have switched sides, or am I just confused? A little bit confused as we take a look at this one, and that's going to be the first goal going to Clumsy. Chisholm Green. See right there, Clumsy able to tap that one in. I don't know why I thought BTB Cruz was the one who disconnected. He wasn't. That was my own kind of silliness before. Either way, Chisholm Green off to a very hot start in this game. Trey Trent's looking to follow through, looking for that response, but we're not going to get it just yet. Chisholm Green already out 1-0 in this game. Hopefully they will be able to hold on to this. Now we do have a bit of a score update for you. Lakers Legends have beaten the Marsden Makos. So that means, if I do my math correctly, we are on a way for a 3-way tie for first place in this league. That is assuming that Chisholm Maroon does get the win against Forest Lakes. So I don't really know off the top of my head how that tiebreaker will play out. I believe it goes down to game differential when we have a 3-way tie, and hopefully we'll be able to get that answer for you before the end of the afternoon. If not, remember to check online and sort of figure that one out. As we get back to the action at hand right now, Gummy Bear has a chance to go for a strike. Doesn't find him, but Clumsy will put it on target. Not quite. As P the Legend makes that save. Counterattack opportunity for Maryborough Marauders. Ghost Knight gets that up to the corner. Looks for that next touch. Has an open net for Trey Trents. No! Clumsy rotates back and gets a fantastic save. And now Gummy Bear slowly pushes that up the pitch, but not into the net. Clumsy now wins out a small little challenge from underneath. Looking to make that read. Doesn't find it initially. Bumps some people off of the play. Now Ghost Knight's going to take it the distance, and that will go in. There is that tie game we were looking to see. Maryborough Marauders do finally get one back on the board, and Operation Reverse Sweep, it might start off that play. One could say it's starting now. 1-1 scoreline. Maryborough Marauders fighting to bounce back. They had a little bit of a hiccup in that last game. Chisholm Green, though, been playing so well off of and around Clumsy, who has an open net right here, and the lead is once again retaken by Chisholm Green. You can see Gummy Bear didn't need to do much. Just ensure that ball gets in front of the net. Clumsy waiting to strike. 2-1 lead for this orange team. That's a big advantage. Kickoff looks good for Gummy Bear, but instead goes for the boost. Ball still on that blue side. Nice bump as well off of Ghost Knight. That means Trey Trents doesn't really have an option to pass to, and he doesn't even make contact with the ball. Clumsy actually missing it as well. Does get the bump eventually as Cruz pushes forward. Gummy Bear with a shot. It's off the crossbar, not quite in. Cruz can't follow it through. Boost missed and collected by the blue side. They're going to use it to clear it back up the other way as Trey Trents gets it up to that corner. Clumsy goes for the challenge, loses out. Gummy Bear come underneath. Can't make that initial read. Double commit, awkward bounce. That ball will bounce in, and Trey Trents gets the credit for the goal. Breakdown in the defense, actually, for Chisholm Green, and Trey Trents will be the one who capitalizes on it. Tie game, 2:19 left to play. Chisholm Green, if they wanted that sweep, well, it is not coming easy for them. Ghost Knight, big kickoff. Looks for that second touch underneath. Clumsy is there, and will make that read, clears it back to that blue side of the field. Oh, I like Gummy Bear's positioning, just couldn't quite get that bump on Ghost Knight, but does stop the clear from P the Legend. BTB Cruz, that third member, is going to press forward right about now. Looks to play it off the wall. Double commit by the opposite side. Ghost Knight had a chance to strike, but just could not make contact. Clumsy clearing it down the middle. Ghost Knight from underneath doesn't knife that initial read. BTP Cruz swings. BTP Cruz misses. Another swing and a miss. Ghost Knight now slow pushing it up. Here comes Gummy Mare pushing it again to that corner. Looks to play through the corner as well. Wins the 50 against the Legend. BTP Cruz from underneath. Had to drive that one, I think, a little bit harder. Couldn't even find the bump as well as Clumsy tried to follow it through. Now Clumsy looks to shut down middle of the pitch. Ball held up. Good touch by the Gummy Bear. Turns it into a shot. P the Legend makes the read, but that ball's going to waterfall in a dangerous spot. Trey Trent's backboard shuts it down. Stops Clumsy, but the net is open. The shot is not there. A minute 10 remaining. Maryborough trying to keep their 5th place dreams alive. They do a semblance of defense, turns it into a bit of a counterattack. Clear. Cruz, awkward positioning, swings and misses on the fall through, but so too does Ghost Knight. Trey Trends puts one towards the net, but Gummy Bear can play that backboard defense. P the Legend had to drive that one, but Clumsy got in the way. Backboard setups, Trey Trends there, but so is Clumsy. Still 43 seconds left to go. Clumsy goes up for the ball, lightly pushes it up towards the corner. Now, Gummy Bear has a chance. Try to get it to the backboard, but the defense was that little bit faster. That says a triple commit. The net somewhat open. Ghost Knight tries to get backflip, does delay that counterattack, and a missed opportunity for Chisholm Green. P the Legend playing it through that corner as well. Now takes it to the middle of the field. Gummy Bear, you're the only one on defense. He goes for boost, but still rotates and gets that save to keep the game alive. 15 seconds remaining. One last attack, perhaps in regulation. It's going to come from the Maryborough side as Ghost Knight tries to play through that corner. Trey Trends is up. Pass, nope, off that backboard. Ghost Knight doesn't make that read. 51 by P the Legend. Ball shut down in the middle of the field. That touches the ground, and we have ourselves in overtime. Do or die for both of these teams. Chisholm Green, they need to get this goal for the sweet Maryborough Marauders. They need that goal to keep playing, and they get a big clear. Gummy Bear, it's a weak touch off that backward. P the Legends there, back to the middle. Trey Trents with a chance, puts it high and not into the net. Everyone commits for the ball in the middle of the field, yet it's BTP Cruz who will drive it up. P the Legend plays through that corner. Clumsy with a chance. Instead, goes for the pass instead of the shot, and Trey Trents will happily steal that one away. Gummy Bear racing back on defense as P the Legend tries to find that attacking opportunity. Ball in a very dangerous spot. Trey Trents can't find that strike yet. P the Legend will keep that attacking pressure on momentarily. Clumsy actually finds a boomer of a clear right now, and that's going to fall in front of the net. Everyone misses, and it's an own goal off of a defensive spike. That's how the Maryborough season comes to an end. Travesty right there as P the Legend spikes it backwards. Chisholm Green, they say we'll take that as well as 5th place in this tournament. Heartbreak for the Maryborough Marauders, but in these high pressure situations, in these volatile defensive positions, anything can happen, and Chisholm Green get the 3-0 victory. I mean, what more can you say? What a way for the Maryborough season to end. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit disappointed in themselves, but they fought well throughout this tournament to even come into that final day with a chance to finish top 4. Shows how resilient, realistically, both these teams that we just saw on stream were. In the end result, though, Chisholm Green will get themselves that victory. Maryborough, they'll have to settle for 6th place. Forest Lakes will be 7th. Somerset will be in 8th. Now, that top 4, that's going to be determined next week. That you're going to have to tune in at 2. It will be that same start time at 4:30, but we kind of move on to the best of 7s. At least the grand final will be a best of 7. I'm not too sure about that semifinal. I'm going to petition for it. I want to see best of 7s across the day because out of 4 teams, only one can be a champion. STMC, Chisholm Maroon, Lakers Legends, and Marsden Makos. Those 4 teams will be playing next week. Only one of them will be the Season 3 winners. Marsden Makos looking to replay Lakers Legends. I mean, they came from the Academy League. Chisholm Maroon, they lost in the finals. And, well, STMC, I honestly feel like this team has been sort of that sort of surprise, overlooked team. They can make that run. We'll have to figure out who wins it then. I have been one Formal Casting, and until next week, we'll see you next time.
I'm not thinking about the best way. I'm not thinking about the best way to save them. I'm not thinking about the best way. I'm not thinking about the